Welcome all, Abhilash this side. This is the first session on the cyber law and information technology. So in this session, I am going to talk on Information Technology Act 2000. So let's start with the introduction. The Information Technology Act 2000 is to provide legal recognition of transactions carried out by means of electronic data interchange and the other means of electronic communication commonly referred to as the electronic commerce, which involves the use of alternatives to paper-based method of communication and storage of information, the facility electronic filing of document with the government agencies, and to further amend the Indian Penal Code, the Indian Evidence Act 1872, the Bankers Book Evidence Act 1891, and the Reserve Bank of India Act 1934, and the further matters connected therewith are incidental thereto. Information Technology Act 2000 is based on UNCITRAL, that is United Nations Commission on the International Trade Law, that is model law. So Information Technology Act 2000 has 13 chapters, 94 sections and 4 schedules. First 14 section deals with some legal aspects concerning digital signatures. Further other sections deal with the certifying authorities who are licensed to issue digital signature certificate. Section 43 to 47 provide for penalties and compensation. Section 48 to 64 deals with the tribunals appeal to High Court. Section 65 to 79 of the Act deals with the offences, and Section 80 to 94 deals with the miscellaneous of the Act. Objectives of the IT Information Technology Act 2000. This Act may be called the Information Technology Act 2000. It shall extend to the whole of India and save as otherwise provided in this Act. It also applies to any offence or contravention thereunder committed outside India by any person. It shall come into force on such date as the central government may, by the notification, appointment, and the different dates may be appointed for different provisions of this Act. And any reference in such provisions is to commencement of this Act shall be considered as a reference to the commencement of the provisions. Nothing in this Act shall apply to a negotiable instrument as defined in the Section 13 of Negotiable Instrument Act 1881, the power of attorney as defined in Section 1A of the Power of Attorney Act 1882. So these are the things is nothing in this Act shall apply to. We call it. There are various types of computer crimes also known as cyber crimes, which are the follows: freakers, fraud. Fraud is happening everywhere. You know that they are sending that notification to you. You got a loan. Click on this. You will get this much of rupees. Right? While scrolling on the FB, Instagram, hackers. That is the hacking. They are hacking the websites, bank accounts, pornography, viruses, Trojan viruses is there, pedophiles, harassment, email security restrictions, data feeding, data fiddling, violation of privacy, crackers. These are the various type of computer crimes that is called as the cyber crimes. Section of IT Act 2000. The Section 2D of the Act defines a fixing digital signature as a fixing digital signature with its grammatical variations and cognate expressions means adoption of any methodology or procedure by a person for the purpose of authenticating an electronic record by means of digital signature. Section 2I. Computer is defined as any electronic, magnetic, optical and high-speed data processing device and systems which perform logical, arithmetic and memory functions by manipulations of electronic, magnetic or fiber impulses and include all input-output processing, storage, computer software, communication facilities which are concerned or related to the computer in a computer system. Section 2 ZC defines private key as the key of the key pair used to create a digital signature. Section 2 defines public key as the key of the key pair used to verify digital signature and listed digital signature certificate. So Section 2 ZC defines private key as the key for the key pair used to create a digital signature. Okay. So Section 2 ZC is using for the creating a digital signature as compared with the Section 2Z defines public key as the key if a used to verify a digital signature as listed in the digital signature certificate. Section 5 legal recognition of digital signature. As per Section 5 of the Act gives legal recognition of to digital signature whereby Any law provides that information or any other matter shall be authenticated by affixing a signature, or any document shall be signed or bear the signature of any person, then notwithstanding anything contained in such law. Such requirement shall be deemed to have a satisfied if such information or matter is authenticated by means of digital signature affixed in such manner as may be prescribed by the central government. As per section 15, secure digital signature. If by application of a security procedure agreed to by the parties concerned, it can be verified that a digital signature at the time it was affixed was it should be unique to the subscriber, strictly capable to identifying such subscriber, created in manner or using a means under the exclusive control of the subscriber, and is linked to the electronic record to which it relates in such a manner that if the electronic record was altered, the digital signature would be invalidated. Then such a digital signature shall be deemed to be secure digital signature. So there are many sections that you will understand by reading. I will share this PDF with you as well. As per section 43, penalty for damages the computer. If any person without permission of the owner or any other person who is in charge of a computer system or computer network. Okay, so this section is talking about the penalty for damage to computer. If any person damage your computer without your permission, so you can sue him. So there is a penalty, right? He shall be liable to pay damages by way of compensation not exceeding 1 crore rupees to person so affected. So in computer affected means it can be about data, it can be about your system software. Section 61, civil court not to have jurisdiction. No court shall have jurisdiction to entertain any suit or proceeding in respect of any matter which is an adjudicating officer appointed under this act or cyber appellate tribunal vested under this act is empowered by the under this act to determine, and non-junction shall be granted by any court. So other authority is respect of any action taken or to be taken pursue any power conferred by under this act. Section 62, appeal to High Court. So any person aggrieved by any decision and order to the Cyber Appellate Tribunal may file an appeal to the High Court within the 60 days from the date of communication of the decision or order of the Cyber Appellate Tribunal to him, and on any question of fact, law arising out of such order. Section 33 is compounding of contraventions. It said that any contraventions under this act either before or after the institutions of adjudication proceedings and be compounded by the controller or such other officers may be specially authorized by him in this behalf or by the adjudicating officer, as the case may be subject to such conditions at the controller or such other officers or the adjudicating officer may impose. Section 64 is talking about the recovery of penalty. A penalty imposed under this act, if it is not paid, shall be recorded as an arrear of land revenue and the license of the digital signature certificate. In as the case may be, shall be suspended till the penalty is paid. Section 65 is talking about tampering with the computer source documents. So whoever knowingly and intentionally conceals, destroy the alternate or alters or intentionally destroy the computer source code used for computer program, computer system or computer network when the computer source code is required to be kept maintained by the law of the time being in force shall be punishable with the imprisonment up to 3 years. If anyone found guilty with this section 5, there is a punishable imprisonment up to 3 years and which can be extended up to 2 lakh rupees in cash. Section 66 is talking about the hacking with computer system. So whoever with the intent to cause is likely to cause wrongfully loss or damage to the public or a person, to destroy or if he deleted information residing in a computer resources, or he diminishes its value affected injuriously by any means, commits hack. Whoever commits hacking shall be punished with the imprisonment up to 3 years or with the fine which may extend up to 2 lakh rupees. As per section 67, publishing of offense information, whoever publishes or transmits or cause to be published in the electronic form any material which is lascivious to the prevent interest or its effect in such as tend to deprive or correct person who are likely having regard to related circumstances. So here section 71 is talking about the penalty for mispresentations. Whoever makes any mispresentation to material fact from the certifying authority for obtaining the license or digital signature certificate in case maybe shall be punished with imprisonment for the term which may extend up to 2 years and with the fine which may extend 1 lakh rupees. Penalty for breach of privacy. So, so section 72 is talking about the penalty of breach of privacy. If privacy is breached, so there is a fine, there is imprisonment for a term which may extend up to 2 years and with the fine extend to 1 lakh rupees. Section 73, penalty for publishing false digital signature certificate. So no person shall publish a digital signature certificate or otherwise make it available to any other persons with the knowledge that the certifying authority listed in the certificate has not issued, the subscriber listed in the certificate has not accepted, or the certificate has been revoked and suspended. So any person who contravenes the provisions of subsection 1 shall be punished with the imprisonment for a term which may extend to 2 years and for the fine with the fine which may extend to 1 lakh rupees or with both. Publication for fraudulent purpose with section 74, whoever knowingly creates, publishes and otherwise makes available a digital signature certificate for any fraudulent or unlawful purpose shall be punished with the imprisonment for a term which may extend to 2 years or with the fine which may extend 1 lakh rupees. Section 75, Act to apply for offense or contravention committed outside India. So this is one of the important section 5 which we should understand because it's talking about the contravention committed outside India. So subject to the provision of subsection 2, the provision of this act shall apply also to any offense committed outside India by any person irrespective of his nationality. So for the purpose of this section 1, this act shall apply to an offense and or contravention committed outside India by any person in the act or conduct constituting the offense or contravention involves in a computer or computer system, computer network located in India. So this is all about the Information Technology Act 2000. Thank you. Best wishes.